How's it going, everyone? My name is Sergeant Bakaz, and today, welcome to the world tour of my almost 4-year-old survival world. Yeah, this world has stuck with me for a very long time. I made it back just after the Village and Pillage update came out, and I've been playing on this world on and off ever since. However, now I am, and of course, it always rains in this world. But, I made this thing after the Village and Pillage. I've been playing this world on and off, and just recently I've gotten interested in getting back onto it and starting actual big projects, and I wanted to start this YouTube series as a bit of a way to, just showcase everything, like, how the world is now, how all the projects will do, how it'll turn out in the future, and yeah. But anyway, right here is currently the world spawn. Hello, Mr. Drowned. But this is currently where all new players spawn in, and if your bed gets destroyed, then you kind of spawn back here. However, this isn't the original world spawn. That would be way over there. However, we'll get to that soon. Currently this entire area is what I call the spawn island, which also looks like a dinosaur head. I don't know, I always thought that was kind of cool. But when I started over there, I had like a base, and I wanted to like have a place where I could exploit stuff from, like exploit resources, like harvest a bunch of wood, harvest ores, all that stuff that, you know, that way I wouldn't interfere with my building over there. And that's where I set up this base right here, this kind of miniature outpost way back when. And stick bug. Feel like I'm not supposed to be here, so here I am, yabba dabba doo. Hi, welcome to Chili's. Huh? When was this thing? Why are the... Uh-huh? Alright, so I was just stick bugged, and then I was introduced to Chili's while watching the Flintstones. This is the gift that just keeps on giving. But yeah, no, I started this place up to exploit resources, and now I want to kind of turn this into a neutral area, because I'll get it more into that later. But currently this is Spawn Island. Up there is what we call my kingdom, but better name coming at some point. Down that way is what is Badlands, Borderlands, whatever you really want to call it. We just go there to completely destroy everything. Yeah, we don't really care what goes on over there. It's just for resources. But heading over here, over to my first base, which these are very terrible. These are very horribly made light towers, or watchtowers, or I don't know what they're called, lighthouses. There we go. This right here was my very first base. It's been quite a while since I've been back in here, and yeah. Also, if anyone's curious about what pack we're using, I'll include everything that the pack has down in the description of this video. That way you can go download it for yourself. The website that I got it from only allows it for Bedrock Edition. However, I'm sure you can get this stuff for Java. And yeah, starter base, barn with sheeps and a lot of chickens. Swear some of them have died out, but whatever. Secondary floor. Over here is like, you know, a kind of like a second house that I made. and I wanted it to be like kind of like a blacksmith area thingy. I have a blacksmith area out here. Main residence in here had a storage system set up, but recently removed all that because, well, we moved after I was done with this. I kind of got bored of this place, so I moved over there. When I first started playing, I played with a texture pack called Natural that I somehow got for free. I don't know how I got it, but I have it. And recently I removed it, so a lot of these textures made sense with that texture pack. But some of them don't anymore, but I still think that some of them look nice. Here's a prison that I never really got to finish. First Nether Portal. Here it was my first mine shaft that kind of comes all the way down to bedrock. And I actually found this is actually, the original world spawn is like over there, and I realized that just under the world spawn, I want to see if I can get there real quick, that just under the world spawn, there's I believe it's over this way. There's a stronghold immediately right under it. So yeah, this was fun to explore, and got to the end that way. We'll be looking down that way later. Now I have to find my way out of here, so just give me a sec. And we're out. Here was my first farmland, and actually this entire forest right here, I planted you can even still see some of the saplings. I don't want to talk about it. But, yeah, this entire area used to be plains, except I just came over here and completely made a forest, because I wanted to add in some of the berry bushes and stuff, and make, like, some sort of enchanted forest. But here was my second base with a bunch of wheat fields. I kind of set up a base to be here. It comes right down here. Had an enchant setup, and I have to come back and grab those books because that'll be very useful. Here was my original storage. My room. Then come down here. There's a zombie spawner there. And then we come down to the Stronghold, which I've been actually working really hard to remodel, make it look nice. So, yeah. Haven't really gone out that way all that much. Came down here. I cleaned out the area that goes to the portal first, and then I began working on other stuff, and yeah, I really gotta deal with this somehow. I don't know, I gotta get a better design in here. Alright, so right down this way we have another area that I kind of expanded on. Come down here. I still need to kind of work on this area, but I'm basically, what's in here? Nothing. Okay, of course there is nothing. I'm pretty sure I looted everything. But I don't know, I want to do something with this place. I'm just not sure what well, I have an idea of what I want to do with it. I just don't know how to entirely implement it just yet. I really gotta raise this roof. It's bugging me. But yeah, that's all I really did for work down there. There's a nether portal at the end that leads to where our nether hub is going to be. However, we shall now go back up to the surface. And then up here we just have... This was the original job board, like, you know, if I had some friends that were on here that... If I was like, okay, I need to get some wood, I would just come over here, put a little, published, writing book in here, and published book and quill, and if they wanted to, they could just kind of come by, pick it up, and get... Yeah, again, you can see how old this is, because this used to, like, put up kind of like castle walls-ish. I don't know how else to explain it. But no, they would kind of come there, grab a job, and I would pay them upon completion. And here were our horse stables. Here was my main farm. Bamboo farm. Because I found a jungle, like, ages away. It took me so long to find it. But yeah, no, this is where I spawned. I believe I spawned in, like, right there, right in front of that house. So, yeah. Here was my idea. I wanted to, like, build some sort of laboratory. It's like you'd kind of come in here, and right here there would be this testing area. However, before moving over to where the new base currently is, I turned this into, like, a map room. So there would be a bunch of... This entire flooring was outlined with maps, and you could kind of just come by, take a look. I could just come by, take a look at the world, at where we wanted to go, that kind of stuff. Down this way, I wanted to, like, have a mass food storage. So, like, I had barrels all along these walls, and inside each barrel, like, I would have it completely full of pumpkins, seeds, wheat, so on and so forth. I have some of those barrels back at the new palace that I really gotta work on, but yeah. Also, one thing that I want to point out is that a lot of these, this was my old Netherward farm, but a lot of these builds are really old, like I said, 3-4 years old. And while I understand that's not an excuse for having them look terrible for the YouTube series, I want to revisit a lot of old places and make them actually look nice. I want to terraform a lot of places. Just overall make them look a lot better than they currently are. Here is an office area, and broken glass. Yay, that's always fun to deal with. I had no use for this room, so never really came in here. And then coming all the way up here. We can talk about the endstone later. But this was like my old vault. So, like, I had a bunch of ores in the corner, barrels lining the walls, some, what are they called? Lecterns? Yeah, some lecterns over there that would, like, hold some of my books. In the old texture pack, this... Oof, this looked so much better, but now it looks terrible. Ew, this is disgusting. This is just horrible. But up here we had my, being fascinated by glass, okay. But up here we had my beacon to kind of show it off, and however, it would never be in render distance from on the ground, so it was entirely pointless. Plus we're like 100 blocks up, so its reach was very limited with how far it'd go. But yeah, that's my original palace. Got some stuff out here that I really gotta take back. The cows over here, they always crowd in this one corner. They have all this area, but they just crowd over there. I have no idea why. Over here is my massive carrot farm that apparently also has llamas, which is fun. This was my first major terraforming place this was my first major terraform project where I wanted to set up a bunch of, like, 10 by 10 plots of land, and players and my friends could come here and, like, make their own house. Again, it's raining. I don't know why it rains so much. I am sorry. But they could kind of, like, have their own house, and this would, like, be player housing and such, or, like, and then I kind of wanted to evolve it, like, I could go on YouTube or on here or there under the Baycause name and be like, hey, I got a bunch of these plots. Anyone have any ideas of what I could build? And then I would take your guys' suggestions and I would build them up in here. So just kind of, like, have a entire village of my own, but then I kind of learned how to build better than that piece of garbage, which is supposed to be a clothing store. But yeah, but no, and, like, have a very nice, I actually learned that villages are supposed to be more like this, of kind of like, just have paths that go everywhere and not exactly all uniform. But then over here is just a guard tower with a single crafting table that overviews the Arctic, which is a biome that I never plan to build in, but more on that one later. So yeah, carrot farm, we got a bunch of wheat farms over there. Over here is our pumpkin farm, and then over here is just a nice little, lookout area to admire a scenery full of trees, because you really can't see anything past that, because Bedrock Edition only allows you to go up to 12 chunk render distance. If I could please come down now. So yeah, after leaving the original palace, which... Did I see something interesting? No, I did not. Alright, fun. The old original is down that way. The nice original base, which I kinda didn't in Tower Explorer. You know, we got the, that thing right there. Cactus Farm. I want to, like, build, like, a desert village over here, which, looking back on it, we don't talk about it at all. Here was a massive gateway that I made underwater, because apparently I needed that, and that was after I built a dock that let me go over to the Exploiter 1 base over there, that I also built for one of my friends, so, yeah. Potato farm. I don't know why I'm revisiting this place. Original well, because, yes. And then we have the Old Town Road. Yes, I was that cringy. Or, we don't talk about it. And we really got to come back and furnish up this path, because that just path does not look good. Here was my very first bridge that I made in this, not only in this world, but I think just in general. I don't think I really ever made any good looking bridges before, especially in survival mode. So yeah, really proud of that one. Down this way is where currently this river kind of goes around this entire island area right here, which I call Phantom Island. But I'll explain more to that when towards the end, when we're actually in the current map room. Over this way we have a arena. Or, well, it used to be an arena. I really had some nice stuff in here that I gotta take back. What's this thing? Crystal binding. Yep, I'm not surprised. But, ooh, this looks not that well. And yes, I do realize that I'm wasting ancient debris, but sue me. This used to be a arena, so we had, like, this entire combat zone under here. However, which I'm going to come back and harvest all that sand because we don't have a desert. And, however, while building this arena, one of my dogs died. So I turned it kind of into a temple to commemorate the dog. And that temple became the Temple of Combat, which I really want to come back and expand on. Have a nice little walkway out here. Have some cliff edges along the river, which I think would look nice. Yeah, I'm really proud. Even though it doesn't look all that great, I'm really proud of how this particular temple came out, especially compared to the next one that we're going to go see later on. But yeah, I'm really proud of that one. I think it's one of my better ones. But coming back here onto the main road, we gotta do a bunch of terrain fixes and stuff. But then we have some ruins of an old civilization that lived here. I thought that would be a nice break from the forest scenery. But I actually really want to plan on expanding. Like, I want to take this entire Phantom Island, deforest it all, replace all the dirt with Podzol, so it looks... Because Podzol is acidic dirt. It's dirt with a lot of acidic properties, so I want to make this thing look very withered, add in a bunch of custom trees that overlay everything, that way it looks very dark from on the ground, and have ruins. That way, like, you know, Phantom Island, like, ooh, spooky, thingy-mabobber. But, yeah. Yeah, that's actually what I plan on tackling tomorrow after I record this for episode 1 of season 2, which is very fun. I will admit, I'm very much looking forward to that. Up here we have Frailbend, which is a village that I made. Well, not a village that I made, but just a village on down to path. And then the old illegal farm, which used to be my old sugarcane farm. And I'll let you question why it's legal exactly. But yeah, I plan on tearing that one down because this thing serves no use and I really need sand. Beautiful sand. But coming back down this way, going around, more path, yet another bridge, but a lot wider. I don't know why I made this wider. I should probably add in some archways in here to make it look nice. Over there was a monolith to commemorate a Brawlhalla tournament that Chance and this other person that I'm not going to name, but I'm just going to refer to him as Jay. They kind of fought. Jay won, so Monolith went up to commemorate his victory. Over here was the original temple, like the very first temple that I actually ever built. And then during his time here, Jay built that thing. But yeah, I looked at temple designs online, and I found out that a lot of temples used to have, like, were very open and had, like, some sort of bathhouse or something, and of course we're leaking. Wait, this is... Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this. This is something that Jay wanted to do, like, have a thing going on that way. I don't know. And then there's water spots there. It doesn't look this disorganized in the survival world. I'll have to come back and check it out. Another shrine to one of my dogs. Because each time one of my dogs pass away, I like to make a temple for them. Over here is just a little bit of a out area to overlook the land for the monks. I don't know, I kind of like how this one turned out, but I really want to come back and rebuild it. Somehow just make it look nicer. And I fell because, of course I did. Up here is just a watchtower, if I can get up here. Which honestly has very nice scenery when the sun is setting and rising. So, yeah. And then I added that thing on later. Way over here is a... what you call it? Ooh, I can come back and take these for another wither fight. We really need beacons. But over here was a marketplace that I made up with a little fishing village that I actually really want to expand. For Season 2, I really want to expand this. Okay, for Season 2, there's just amazing, like, land formation right here that just kind of curves in and makes a huge bay area, and I want to completely set up a bunch of docks, a bunch of houses, just make a huge fishing city, or dock, or port city, and yeah, that'll just look very nice. We actually haven't named this place yet. I should change that to Copper, but I built this, like, long before Copper was in the game. So, if anyone here has any names for this fishing village that we're going... Okay, never mind. That we're going to, like, tear down and rebuild, be sure to let me know. This was a bit of a town square. Or, the original place for this building was to have, like, you know, a mayor's office or something, but it kind of became a chapel thing. Chapel, mayor's office, community center thing. So, yeah. But if anyone here has any ideas for the upcoming port city that I really want to build, please let me know down in the comments. I'm really looking forward to it. And then here I really need to do a better terraforming job. We made Jay and I made a canal that kind of leads out this way to a sacred island out there, and out, if I come over here, where's the spyglass? There it is. I don't want to go too close to the island because it's well, just looks nice. But basically what makes it so sacred is that it has this, fountain of youth kind of thing over there. And then I want to do this event where the winner kind of is being commemorated over there on that shrine monolith thing. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, so I'm planning that. Looking forward to it. Gonna be amazing. I hope, maybe. Hopefully you guys are interested in seeing that. Out this way is just more path leading into Frailbend, which is this village right here, and then connected to this village is a museum, and then also a bunch of farmland that I want to do. So, yeah. So just gonna be a bunch of farmland all throughout here, which I should really get done, but I don't want to tackle it because I was also planning the celebration, which ended up being a complete failure because audio corruption and stuff. So that video is sadly not going to come out. But up here, I want to make I want to take that path and kind of like lead it up this way, have a bridge that leads into here, and have a huge ruined castle here, and like it would have been a pillager castle. So like it'll have pillager banners, everything. However, as far as lore goes in this world, there's going to be 4 supreme warriors, and these warriors will have like their own castle, and each warrior has like their own class. So one warrior is going to be dedicated to the Nether, one of them is going to be dedicated to the End, another one is going to be dedicated to the ocean monuments and stuff, and the other one's going to be dedicated to the pillagers. Or illagers, my bad. And they each have their own name, like for the End warrior, it's going to be the Dragon Slayer, the Wither Hunter, the Guardian Fisher, and the Illager Pillager. Better names pending, hopefully. And the Illager Pillager warrior kind of came here, killed off all the Illagers, and I just got a Discord notification. And I completely forgot to turn off that audio. But no, the Illager Pillager kind of came here and kind of cleared out this castle and made it his own. So he has this kind of like ruined castle to him to commemorate his name. I don't know, I just want to add history and depth into this world, which I think will make it look very nice. And yeah, and then this path. So from all the way from the original palace, this connects up to 3 other villages, or 4 other villages. My bad, but one of them has the path going out that way, and it hasn't been hooked up to anything yet. So I'm still working on that. But this path goes on to Thornville, and then Thornville goes on to Bruise Lake. And so we're constantly going on. I want to rework this entire dark oak biome here because I want to it is raining yet again. But I really want to rework it just to make it look a lot spookier, make it a lot scarier, because a lot of mobs like to chill in these kind of areas, and I don't know, I want to really commemorate that somehow. Here I want to make a giant woodland mansion, like by hand, make a giant mansion, and either rework it to fit my own style, like actually make it look nice, or to keep it stuck to the vanilla style. But if it's stuck to the vanilla style, I wanted it to have like, every room in a woodland mansion, which I think will be very nice. So coming up here, I asked X-Ray to, or Kilo as he's known on my main channel, to make a bunch of paths or bushes along the path, and they go all the way down that way. So yeah, and then we hear, never mind, I completely messed that one up. Alright. Coolio. But this is Thornville, not Bruise Lake. Bruise Lake is down that way. But, yeah, this is Bruise Lake, which is going to need a lot of tender love and care when we get to terraforming this area. Is there anything here? No, there is not, because I'm pretty sure we've already looted it. Yes, we have. Alrighty. Well, that's fun. And then heading over this way to where we celebrated the closing of Season 1 with all my dogs and all of the, other builders. And, of course, all the cookies are missing because they like to steal all of my food. I am the sole provider of this world, and they like to steal all my food because, yes. Over there, we fought the, Wither. So, as you can see over here, we have, like, a bunch of fire and explosions from where we actually fought it. And, like, you know, Wither rib cages. And I found out that bone blocks and polished basalt look really well for, like, charred bones. So I thought about just incorporating that. That looked, in my opinion, looked nice. I could probably add in some more over that way. And in this little walkway area right here is just to kind of, like, separate the two. You know, make sure that nothing... I also really want to replace all this area right here with, soul sand and make it, have, like, nether warts growing on it. So make that look really nice. Hopefully I think it'll look nice. Got some, azalea stuff here. Over here we have, Bruise Lake, which... quarry. I want to make a, a toolsmith right there. And have, like, you know, a huge lava well. Make it look like there's a massive bucket with lava overflowing from it. Here we have a giant wheat field, which has been trampled on a few times by ravagers and villagers and stuff from when we did raids. Currently, all the villagers that we have are... We only have 2 villagers. They're right down there. And, let me fix that. And, yeah. I don't think we really did much work here. We have a few banners going. Custom terrain. I don't want to say custom terrain, but, like, custom foliage and scenery. Haven't decided what this is just yet. We'll get to that soon. Orange beacon, that gives you resistance for when we do raids here. Because this is the place we do raids. But over here is Eden. Ooh, this project took us ages to do. But over here we have a ton of materials that we got from it. We found a dungeon. And here are some of the resources that we got from it. I think Jack took a bunch of... Yeah, Jack took a bunch of the rotten flesh. And then while we continued maintenance and work on it, we continued expanding the stuff here. But I started moving everything back to the main palace and the main storage room. But here's all the raid stuff we've gotten. Because we have 2.5 chests. We have a double chest and a half full of totems of undying. And here is all the loot that we got from the raids, and we've repaired up a lot of it. A lot of stuff here is just placeholder that way. Yeah, we've done a lot of work. Hello, here's a bunch of stuff from my inventory that I did not sort out. But here's what used to have us a ton of cobblestone. I'll put a picture on the screen right now showing all the stuff that we got from just building this up, not even having all the farms inside in just yet, but just from building this up. And then, yeah. Here are some shulker boxes full of just cobblestone from where we're building Alexandria. Here's a bunch of just empty shulker boxes. But I plan on building 4 other similar towers. And this is the Tower of Eden. We're going to have the Tower of Rosetta, Tower of Alexandria, Tower of Heaven, and Tower of Hell. So I'm looking forward to building those guys. Then coming out in here we have, or I guess not, but in here we have a bunch of farms. So we have another Netherwort farm, Twisting Vines, farm. Water elevators to go up and down, and it's raining again. Wheat farm. Dark oak farm. Jungle farm. Acacia. Oak. Birch, and then this is where our storage is going to be. As you can tell, it's not quite done yet. Hello. Alright. Coming back up. Okay, we're good. Coming back up, we have the wheat farm, the nether farm. This is where we have the if I could, cocoa bean farm, which I'm looking forward to using. This is our carrot, potato, beetroot, and whatchamacallit, sweet berries, or just berry farm. Pumpkin and melon farm, but here's a fun little twist. Turns out, pumpkins and stuff can only grow on dirt. So I have to come back and completely redo this. So that's fun. Up here is our cactus farm, which is always overflowing. So yeah, that's always nice to deal with. Beautiful cactus farm. It gives us a lot of green dye. Sugarcane farm. I really gotta toss in some torches back here. But yeah. Here's our animal farm. Hello, people. You are... What happened here? Is this what it's like over on the main area? Don't you, please don't. Thank you. What happened? Bamboo farm, and then up here is a, hole that occurred from when we fought the Wither. Yeah, stray shot from all the way down there. I don't think anything else was affected by it. But it turns out bamboo can only grow under direct sunlight. So this entire floor is completely useless, and I gotta find a complete other way to use it. And then here is our dripstone and lava farm, which on 5 times tick speed, which is what this world is on, is very efficient. And then we have a ton of room going up. Actually, this isn't our last farm just yet, but you saw our last farm up on the front, but we have a ton of room here for future farms, for anything that's going to be added in 1.18 and 1.19 when that mob vote comes out. And then here's our vine farm. So yeah, that's all good. And now leading us into giant wheat field. A bridge I gotta redo. Over here is a, here's kind of like our main capital area. Here I want to add it. Here's another temple that I haven't. Fortunately, no dog has died to be dedicated to this temple. X-Rays, or Kilo's dog, was struck by lightning somehow, and he's planning on building a shrine over there. And down here, I want to build a catacomb. That's the word, catacomb. For it, wheat field, giant flower field, which I don't know. I kind of like the color, but at the same time, I'm not a big fan of the pink, violet, indigo color scheme. But overall, it's nice. It adds in some color. I like it. Job board. Yeah. A map of the general area. And yeah, up here is a monolith to commemorate, what's it called? The Eminent MC world. Because on my main channel, we used to play a lot of Eminent MC with Kilo and all of them, and that server got shut down because the owner of the server just wanted to focus more on college and stuff, and running the server cost a lot and took a lot of time for moderation. So he unfortunately set it down, but hope they're doing better. Hopefully. But yeah, no, this is just to commemorate our time on it. Coming over this way, we are... Actually, over this way, let's go this way first. because this is where Kilo's turtle sanctuary is. And yeah, we gotta link up the path. We plan on building like an archway right here, having fences going around that side. Here's the main turtle enclosure, and just overall main Kilo's base. I think I may have said his name by accident, but hopefully he doesn't mind. I'll talk to him later. I'll cut it out if he minds. But got a nice little enchanted cave down here. His one dog, because his other one got struck by lightning, sadly. Main base. XP farm. Oh, he's finally getting some corrosion on his copper blocks. He's gonna be excited about that one. I see he has not restarted his chicken coop. Also has a ton of lightning rods now because of the anxiety. And then here's a kind of area that I've been working on for him. Just working on his underground area. Have his own storage system, which is... This is actually all my stuff that I kind of just tossed in here while working. So I got to come back and grab all that. But now heading into the palace area. We are going to be coming in. That's the main road right there. That tower right there is not my design. I took that design from someone else. Their credit to them will be on screen right now. So yeah, credit goes to them for this design. I did not make this at all. This was all them. Here's a poorly made bank. Yes, poorly made bank. Here is the main guild hall where people can come to find work. Again, not completed. Gotta shift that stuff over a bit. Here's our main carrot farm, where we actually had some villagers, but they died to a pillager. By a Elytra that just randomly spawned, because that happens. But here's our main market area. We got a bunch of tools, which, buddy, you gotta get some better stuff. The guy that was here previously had better stuff than you. I'm sorry, man, but we gotta figure out a way. Over here is Barry and Baron, our one successfully contained skeleton horseman. That's the name. Here we have Mending and Fire Aspect. Here's where all our... Here's Toucan, where all our rotten flesh goes. Here you have Fortune, I believe. Fortune 3. Fire Protection 2. What's this? Fortune 2. And Punch 1. Over here you have Terrible Trades. And then over here you have... just some... free... I'm not going to say they're good, but just free diamond axes and diamond swords. There we go. Beacon that gives you speed. We only have 2 beacons in the entire world. Here's our horse stables. Lore on that cow right there. That area right there classifies as a village now. And I got the bad omen effect. This cow was nearby to give me milk to clear myself of bad omen. So this cow now is deemed a hero, and I'm going to build him a very nice, luxurious place. Here are some mules that I used before I had shulker boxes. Some horses, and then 4 skeleton horses. And these are all the skeleton horses we have in the world. Here's some wheat field. I want to build... like, have a wall kind of coming out that way and around. Want to try that? Oh, right, all the dogs are over there. Had some guard dogs. Then here we have what I was talking to you about, the preservation stuff. You know, here's some of my work on pumpkins, wheat. We used to have some seeds, but, well, you can kind of see where all those went, and it's raining again. So, coming in here, here's my son, daughter, chicken thing. Kenny threw a egg at me, and we had a kid. So, that's our child now, but we don't talk about it. Whew, you can see how many patrols we have gotten rid of. Yeah. Here's a custom garden. But my main throne. If I can sit on my own throne. I am a decent king. I only semi-regularly abuse my subjects. No, I don't. No, I just mainly force them to do on YouTube. But here's our main enchanting setup. Nice little royal library. This variated bookshelf texture is really nice. Here is my main bedroom, and here's, like, you know, my what do you call it? This is my personal logbooks. Like, you know, I have a bunch of logbooks. I have some coordinates and stuff. And this is an idea that we've been working on for an upcoming thing, so yes. Here's the map room, which we will come back to later. As you can see, there was a lot of stuff here. We went from over all the way here on that tiny little speck to here and all the way around. And, yeah, this isn't the end of our tour, though. So, balcony area to view my capital. Very nice. Armory over there, which we'll go check out. But down here, there was a room that I did not go to. And this is our main crafting room. You know, we've got a bunch of crafting tables, some cauldrons that... I know a 2x2 water source would be better, but I don't know, this just looks nice. Anvils that we gotta replace. And then just some stuff with a bunch of... In other words, there was a bunch of stuff in here cooking earlier. Whatever. But down here we have... Down here is our current armory. And yeah, we just gotta find a place to do all this stuff. Here's a bunch of empty books and quills. And then... yeah. Also, apparently there's an important document in here. What's this? I want to read this. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, here's our entire supply of arrows, our entire supply of gunpowder and TNT, and then here is... oh, this is the, this is a book I've been working on called the J Hypothetical, just in case we have to deal with anyone else that comes back onto this world. I talked to you about Jay earlier, but this is just a precaution in case he ever returns or anyone like him ever returns, and then this is a logbook by another member that used to be a part of the team, but we kicked out ages ago. Down here is our main storage unit with a skeleton. Here's all our cobblestone. So, yeah, a bunch of dirt that we've used up. Is this coarse dirt? Yeah, it's coarse dirt. We got granite, diorite, andesite, or no, gravel, andesite. This is just miscellaneous stone, so really anything. I really want to use calcite for something. Mob drops. So, nether drops, end drops, wood. Just overall crafting materials in here. Enchanted and potions, miscellaneous, tools, which we've got quite a few of. Ores, which I've actually moved all the ores into my personal treasury, because reasons. Flora, so this kind of stuff. I should really move the potato. Should I move the potatoes into here? Yeah, I should probably move the potato. I should either move the potatoes from and carrots from here into here, or move the potatoes from there into there. All the saddles we got from the raids, and then obsidian. Then these two should be empty. They are. Our first lava farm. A mine area, which... there we go. That's just our main mine. Down here is a railway that I want to... a underground railway that I want to make. And that leads to our nether portal, or to the nether. Down here is just... we're literally linked by 2 ravines here. And just nether wart farm and sugarcane farm. And you have no idea how much lag this causes every time you gotta load in these chunks. It is horrendous. But, leading back out this way, over here we have our armory, which, this is all Jack, by the way. This was all built by Jack, so, Jack Saicano, so go ahead and shout out to him. His link and stuff will be down in the description, which I am going to steal all of this cobblestone later on. And, Keela, I found out where that stack of slime blocks went. You might want to get on that, Chief. Bunch of dummies. You know, you really didn't have to use up all that iron. We have a bunch of stuff back at the, current armory and storage area. And then over here, just some barracks that house our zombie guards. Hello, soldiers. How are you all doing? That's good to hear. They're not talking... It really irritates me. Look at how many times I've had to clear the weather. Jesus. Mountain goats. Here was a quarry that I wanted to try doing. However, I plan on moving this because this is really out of the way and really impractical. But I completely carved all of this out because I needed a lot of stone for building the various boulders you saw around that way. Then if we come around the mountain, so Kilo's base is over there. On his island, or I guess we could just say from here. From here I want to like link up around this mountain range. And link up to this village over here. And this village actually will link, I want to make like a tunnel that bores through the mountain here. It links up to this path. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is Salt's base, Salt the Racks. And I completely covered his base with cakes. He still does not know this, but he appreciates it, so no one can complain, because he likes it. He likes cakes. But yeah, no, I want to kind of combine that over there. This way, he has a bit of a path, because he always gets lost. Alright, I want to stop using commands, because I never really took the survival aspect seriously, so I'd always teleport my friends around, but I want to stop using commands altogether. So having him on the road, that way he knows where to go to get to the palace and all that, is going to be very helpful. And then this leads to this village over here, which in turn leads back over to the main palace. Or, not the main palace, but the old palace. And, I hate Endermen. But I'll be back. I'll go back to the main palace, to the map room, and I'll kind of explain how the world works and that kind of stuff. So I'll see you all when I get there. Alright, so here we are back at the hello glowstone. Here we are back at the map room. So how do I put this? Alright. So here was where we spawned, and this entire area right here, everything north is the build area. So like this is where we're gonna build. This is where all our projects are gonna be. You know, we got the museum, we got the capital, we got Eden, we got over here is going to be Alexandria. I'm not gonna go all the way out here because this is really out of the way. But this is kind of where we're gonna build. Here was what I thought was an ocean, but it ended up being just a really, really big lake, which kind of, I think, no, it doesn't, does it feed out into the, there's another ocean over here that is, yeah, but, basically this entire north side is where we're going to build and focus our building around. This south side is where we're going to, like, collect a bunch of resources and stuff. So we kind of call, I call these the Badlands. Some people wanted them to be the Borderlands, but name pending. Leave it down in the comments what you guys think it should be called, but it's kind of where we go to exploit. No one touches the spawn island. This is kind of like, you know, a neutral area. And the lore is that the main kingdom up here, if people did not want to be with the kingdom, they kind of went down into the Badlands. And so out here is just kind of like pure anarchy. There's not really anything, because I've had a few people that came here and wanted to build down in the Badlands, so they're off doing their own thing, and so they kind of have they're going. So we as the kingdom do not have any control over them. But yeah, this is where we kind of go to exploit. I plan on doing an entire deforestation of this area, and then I want to from this, since there's not going to be any other port cities, having just one port city here is going to be pointless. So I want to make a giant canal, like completely submerge this island, and make a giant canal that leads into this other ocean out here. And yeah, have another port city somewhere else down that way. That way there's trade going on. Phantom Island, I wanted to make it like this is where, because you have to admit, it looks like a phantom, you know? There's the body, head, wings, but I want to make it look like this is where humanity kind of originated, so to say. So there's a bunch of like ruins dotting all over the place, and over time it just became abandoned. So it's like, you know, it'll have the Podzol ground, a lot of dark areas just to make it look spooky and ominous, and just make it look like phantoms live there. I don't know, you get my point. Temple of Combat, this is just kind of out of the way. But the Arctic, I have not really touched much on this one, on the Arctic. This is a no-build zone. This is just no-build zone. Because I wanted this Arctic to be... It's too cold for anything to live here. As such, no one goes here. As such, there would be nothing built here. And all of these villages are of a time before this place became frozen. And so I wouldn't mind coming out here and, like, you know, building a bunch of ruins out here. Like, you know, I wanted to, like, you know, we could build a ruined castle out here just to kind of give the world some depth, but not really have any purpose to it. And yeah, so, you know, Borderlands, build area, no touchy touch. And then the rest of this, there's a lot of maps missing, and the reason for that is I don't want to fill them. I don't want to load in these chunks until we get the new terrain generation, because I just like to work with a lot of stuff. And actually out here, just like on these two areas right here that I actually went on and explored in a backup, there's actually an amethyst geode and a whatchamacallit, a ocean monument that I plan on. I want to contain a elder guardian out here, and then I want to turn this geode into a bit of a amethyst farm, because in this world amethyst is the main source of magic. Like, the amethyst shards, the crystals, is what holds the magic power. And then over here is one of my friends' base, but like 100 or so blocks this way, there's another guardian farm, and I spoke to him, and he said that he is okay with us turning it into a guardian farm, so we can like use it to farm prismarine shards, all that stuff. So that'll be nice, and that'll be something to look forward to. I don't think there's much else to touch on here. You know, Sacred Island down there, Port City, Canal. Oh yeah, and by the way, the canal will be, like, used to split the north and south. That sounds really bad when I put that out loud, but that's what separates from the kingdom to the Borderlands, or the Badlands. So, southern of the canal is where we can exploit, northern is where we build. Because I don't really have any plans of doing anything down that way. But yeah, you know, just have the canal coming up here. Have a port city somewhere along here. I don't know where exactly. We'll have to see how the map turns out. Hopefully it'll give us something. Over this way is a jungle where I actually got the bamboo and other stuff from, which was nice, but I gotta say, nearly 3 years of having this world, over 3 years of having this world, nearly 4, and we finally found a desert. This is where I spawned. Right here. There is no desert anywhere other than that tiny little corner right there. And I haven't even fully explored it yet because it's too out of the way. And for sand usage, we can't even use this for sand because this is on the build side, so we can't even exploit this. Meaning that we have to go back down that way and locate another desert to exploit. Which isn't going to be anywhere anywhere close by, which, ooh, I can actually completely submerge that island. But that is something for another day. But, yeah. I think that's everything of this world. I don't think there's... there are a few things that I willingly left out, but that is because those are secret projects that I don't want some of the other team members knowing the location of and knowing about. We originally were going to make a super secret laboratory down here, but we decided to scrap it, and now Jacksicano has this entire plains biome here, all to himself to build Redstonia, which is just a redstone city, or which is going to be the redstone district of the kingdom. So that'll be nice, but yeah, that is all. Thank you all so much for watching. This is over an hour long of footage. Someone please save my soul, but that is all. We hope to see you all in Season 2. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, if you want to see this go on. If you have any suggestions or anything, be sure to let me know down in the comments. Thank you all so much for sticking in to the end, and yeah. Peace out, Chiefs.